split screen? How? Let's learn it together in Davinci Resolve. Split screen, aka video collages, lets you show multiple clips at once. First, we'll split screen with one clip playing to the left half and another clip playing to the right half. So let's grab our clips. Alright, and we're gonna have to use layers. What I mean by that is putting one clip on top of the other. And just a note to remember, whatever is the clip on top will be playing over the clip on the bottom and covering it. But to do our split screen, we're going to use the transform tool here, and I'm going to use the X position here. And for this one, I'm going to type in -1920 because I want this BMW to the left. So type in -1920. And now our BMW moved to the left half of the screen. And you can see it revealed the bottom clip. And just to note, technically you could be done since the other half of the clip is showing. But just for education purposes, if you want to do the other half of the clip just split out evenly, just do the opposite. Instead of negative, do 1920. And that's the split screen of the two clips in half. And you probably noticed, although we split screen, it's not showing the full frame of each clip. And to do that, you have to scale down your footage, but there's a catch. So let's edit our clips again. I'm gonna change this from, instead of -1920 to -960. And then I'm gonna change the zoom to 0.5. And again, for this one, I'll do 960. And 0.5. And here's the catch, as I mentioned. We fit our entire footage on each clip, but now I have these black bars. You're gonna have to live with them, but you could also put something there if you'd like that I can show you later. But let's say I want to do this from top to bottom instead of left to right. Instead of the X, you're going to be using the Y here. So let's erase the X. You could type in 0, or you could just press this, which resets the whole entire thing. So reset it there, reset it for that. And now you can see the zoom is still half, but now the BMW is covering the entire clip at the bottom. So for this one, I'm going to type my Y as 540. And 540, so it'll be in the top. And then this one, -540. And it'll be in the bottom. So just a note, X will be left and right, and then Y will be top to bottom. And now let's do a 3 vertical split screen that goes from left to right. We have our 2 clips here ready. Let's grab our 3rd clip. And now that becomes the top layer, and as mentioned before, since it's a top layer, it's going to cover the BMW and the city down here. And for this, for my X position, I'm going to type 2628, and that moves that to the right. And for the BMW, -2628, and that moves that to the left to reveal our little city of people walking. And for the bottom clip, you technically don't have to move the X position, but if you'd like, for example, you want to have a different part of the clip, let's say you want this side to go in the middle, you could also adjust the X position there too. And now let's show the full frame of each clip and scale it down. So for this, I am going to type 1280 in my X position, and then -1280 here. And then the zoom, since there's 3 clips and I want to keep it even, 33.33. So you're gonna have to do some math here. Again, here, and then it's for this one. And now showing all our 3 clips, but with the black bars in between. And just to show you. And let's say you don't want these black bars. You could actually put a background there. And for example, let's move this down and zoom out my clip a bit. I'm gonna move these clips up just so I'm gonna put a background at the bottom layer, because as mentioned before, whatever's the top layer is going to cover the rest of the clip. So if I put the background on top here, it's going to cover all the footage. So I'll have to put it at the very bottom of our layer. And to get a background, just go to Effects, Titles, and go to Generators, and let's just do solid color. And it's right now, it's black. Just click solid color, and let's just change that to, let's just do yellow. And yep, there it is. And now let's play it. And there's our clips playing with a background and no black bars. You don't necessarily have to do a solid color. You could do any of these other ones here. So let's do Cosmic Speed Lines. So let's try that. Oops. And same thing. And let's just say you don't want to enter points and you just want to do it by eye. You also have the option of just grabbing and dragging down the sizes and scaling yourself. And to do that, let's start with our top clip. You want to click here, this guy here, and click transform. And you see you could grab and scale these down yourself. And you can zoom a little bit down if you need more space. And so, grab that. And doing it by hand. And as you could tell, Davinci will have some type of magnetic thing if we get to the middle where it will magnetically clamp something to the middle if that's what you're trying to do. But I only noticed it only does it for things that are in halves, so it won't do things by thirds or fourths. But back to doing this again, and gonna do that again too. Alright, do that there, and grabbing that. So did it vertically, and that looks good enough, but this is kind of why I kind of just prefer entering exact points here so it could just be even. And one thing to note too, what's nice about Davinci is if you know your points, you can also turn on the ruler here. So you want to go to view up here, rulers, and on, and you see, there's a ruler to help you scale. That's split screen in Davinci Resolve. Learn with me and try it out. Subscribe for more learnings and what should I learn next. And if you want to learn more, watch this video.